60 companies, all promoting eco-friendly living, were brought together for the first ever sustainability show. It's an opportunity for people to find out about a variety of new products and ideas designed with the environment in mind.
We wanted to bring the small green companies together with the large corporates who are all moving in the green and sustainable direction. But secondly, and more importantly, was to actually introduce the public to ways of saving power, saving money, and of course helping to save the planet. All the things here are available in other areas, but of course the idea here is to bring everybody together under one roof. So if somebody is really looking to find out ways of lowering their carbon footprint, they can come along to one event and find lots and lots of ways of doing it, rather than having to go to 4 or 5 or even 10 venues. In fact, we have 60 exhibitors here, so those exhibitors wouldn't be found together anywhere else under one roof. There are very, very many small companies and there are large companies, and these guys, the smaller companies, have been working at this for 5 or 10 years, and what they're seeing now is the market suddenly starting to emerge. The reason I believe it's emerging is that the big companies such as Barclaycard, npower, BMW and Alpro here are making really concerted efforts now to move in the right direction.
In today's world, sustainability and lowering carbon footprints are becoming more important. Theatre group Green Zebra, drawn from local drama students, put on a special performance about changing your stripes to become more environmentally friendly.
Green Zebra is all about changing your stripes. So Green Zebra, it's easy to change your stripes with Green Zebra. And we're working with Southwark College and the performing arts students there to put on a performance today, just to create a bit of excitement and around the concept.
The performance is linked to Green Zebra's new guide to be made for London. It gives people information and discounts on eco-friendly products and services.
Green Zebra is a guide to living sustainably in London, and it lists about 140 companies, and they're all giving discounts that incentivise people to go, encourage them to go and try out these green ethical businesses, Neil's Yard, Natural Collection, Abel & Cole, that sort of thing. First of all, it's going to provide you with a whole lot of vouchers that give you discounts at green ethical businesses around London, and it gives you information about how to live sustainably, so information on recycling, on where the farmers market's on which fish you should and shouldn't be buying, sustainable stocks, things like that. There's absolutely a lot of interest. I mean, it's a growing market. People are really aware that they want to do something and they need to do something, and I think that they're not always know what to do and how to do it. And this guide really gives people kind of a simple answer. It's all in there, the shops are in there, the companies that are providing ethical products are all in there, and it just gives them that little bit of incentive by providing a discount so that they can go and start doing and becoming more ethically minded.
Another way people can help the environment is by using less water. Waterwise brings together a range of products that can be used in the home to cut down the amount of water people use. They're a non-governmental organisation focused on decreasing water consumption in the UK by 2010 and are a leading authority on water efficiency.
What we've found over the last couple of years is there certainly is a lot more awareness through the media being focusing on the subjects, and as well as people becoming more aware that they need to change their behaviours in order to help play their part in helping to protect the planet as far as we can. So it certainly has raised its level in relation to awareness and people looking to find products in how they can play their own parts within their own homes. Some of the products that we have are range across water saving and energy saving. And one of the products, for example, would be a shower timer. But if you put it up in your shower and reduce your shower time to 4 minutes, if you were previously using 5 minutes, then you would save 1 minute of not only water but of energy, and therefore reduce your carbon footprint from the water being pumped to your home. So it's all about making those slight behavioural changes and getting people to be aware that they can each take a little little piece and play their part. If you do cut your down 5 to 4 minutes, then you could be looking at saving a good 9, 10, 15 litres, dependent on the actual power of your shower that you're using. But if you then times that by, say, 3 or 4 members in the household, and then times it by 365 days a year, you do then start to see quite a dramatic reduction in your water use and your energy and carbon footprint.
They're also selling other eco-friendly products to save energy and to help people become more environmentally conscious.
For example, eco balls, if you use those in your wash, then you don't need to have washing powder and fabric softener. It quickens up the cycle and reduces the amount of energy that you use, therefore, within your machine itself. And it cleans the clothes as well as the washing powder. So yes, there's certainly new products that are now on the market that are focused on the eco and the green awareness to deliver a top quality product but reduce the amount of energy that is required in order to carry out our daily activities.
To reduce energy waste in the home, London-based DIY Kyoto have produced Watson, a box that tells you exactly how much power is being used by different electrical appliances. It's attached to the electricity meter or a fuse box and can bring savings of up to 20% on energy costs.
And that's it. Simple as that. It's a really simple idea. It shows how much energy your house is using in real time. So whenever you turn anything on or off, you get an immediate effect. Because at the moment you use electricity, the only feedback you get is a bill 3 months later, and it's impossible to link your actions to the costs. So what we do is make it really, really simple to see the connection and to compare and contrast every object in the house, how much they cost and their environmental impact. When you've got it in your house and it's there and it's showing you how much it's costing you in real time, it gives a real motivation to make a difference. Like you go out the front door and it's showing you that your house would cost you £200 just to sit there with all the stuff you've left on standby, then it gives you a real positive reason to go and turn some things off and to make a difference. One of our first customers got 3 teenage daughters and had been nagging them for years to turn things off, turn lights off, turn TVs off, no effect at all. As soon as they got a Watson, they found out for themselves rather than being told what to do. Really simple. They're now nagging him to turn his computer off. It's amazing.
In a recent magazine poll, the Watson was voted the 8th coolest item to own.
We're in the same list as the iPod, iPhone, Nintendo Wii. We're mixing it with the biggest companies in the world, and we're a 6-man team in East London. We've been going for a couple of years, but like I say, just launched mass market now, and we're hoping for a really big Christmas because it's a pretty new idea for a Christmas present. It's something that makes the person who gives it look very environmentally friendly, shows their environmental beliefs, and the person who receives it gets something that can actually save them a lot of money and actually really change their life in a quite significant way.
One way of getting around in an environmentally friendly way is by using the new Pearl hydrogen electric powered bike. It's just been launched in the UK by ETD Valswood with a top speed of 25 km per hour. You can travel up to 100 km on 2 small cylinders of hydrogen. The bike needs no insurance or licence for road use.
We wanted to show what our new range of PEM fuel cells, that's protein membrane exchange fuel cells, were able to achieve, and we thought using them on bikes was a very good way of just showing how good our fuel cells were. You can buy bikes today which are called electric power assisted. They have a battery and a small motor to help you go along while you pedal at the same time. And our bikes are just taking those standard bikes, but we've now removed the battery which you would have to charge at home from your main supply, and instead we put on an entirely new source of power, a hydrogen fuel cell which is a little electrical generator powered by a cylinder of hydrogen gas. The similarity is that if you rode one of our bicycles or you rode the equivalent with a battery on it, you'd find that the hydrogen one went just as fast, just as smoothly. You would feel no change in the ride, in the performance, but we would find that for the same weight of energy, the weight of the hydrogen store as against the battery, that the hydrogen would go 3 times as far.
The main market for these bikes is the older cycling enthusiast keen to continue biking.
It's mainly what we might call the over 50 leisure market, people who may be into caravanning or boating or things of that sort, or people who've been keen cyclists and want to go on cycling, but now feel that they would like a little bit of assistance from a motor to help them along up the hills and things like that.
Thousands of visitors came to the first sustainability show, highlighting the growing interest in Britain today to be more environmentally friendly. It's also helped young people understand the need to save scarce resources and to take more action to improve their carbon footprint for a more eco-friendly world of tomorrow.